Hi, Wildcats, and welcome back to this week's episode of Wildcat Legends. My name is Brady, and I'm here with
Preston.
And today we're going to talk about plenty of stories over the freshman orientation, the band UIL, and many more. So let's get into them. All right, for our next interview, we're going to be interviewing Miss Penny, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the freshman orientation that's coming up. So can you just tell us a little bit about that?
I will. So freshman orientation starts at 5:30 tonight. We'll start with just kind of a slideshow, a presentation of all things high school credits, what all you have to have to be able to graduate, and what you need, and what all kind of awesome things that we have here at the high school. That starts at 5:30, and then once we get done with that part of it, then the parents and the students will be able to go into the gym, and we have all of our CTE programs, that's career and technical programs, all of the clubs, organizations, all that kind of stuff that, we have here at Rains High School. They can ask questions, walk around, just see what all amazing things that we have here at Rains High School. So I'm really excited. It's a new thing this year. We just decided to kind of, up our game a little bit, do a little bit extra, because we want the incoming freshmen just to see how amazing we are. So that's what we're doing.
I remember when I was first becoming a freshman, they did this fish day thing. It was before school started, they took us into the school and they had current students tell us a little bit about the school and give us a tour. So I guess it's kind of like that, similar.
Did you feel like that was beneficial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped me realize, okay, this isn't as intimidating as it seemed to be originally.
Oh, good.
Because when I was in junior high, it just seemed like the high school was just huge, and I was gonna get lost. But
and then here you are, a senior, and you've done great things.
Yep. All right. Well, that was Miss Penny. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
You're welcome.
Hey Wildcats, it's AJ, and for our first story, I'm here with Peyton to talk about senior night. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
It was a tough game. The girls were playing really hard. We were going down a little bit, but they bounced back, and we only ended up losing by four or 5 points.
Dang, that's really good.
Yeah.
I understand you are a senior, so can you tell us a little bit how this is important to you since it's senior night?
I personally don't really play any sports, so I kind of did this as a way to kind of, I guess, live a little bit as a senior. A lot of people think that senior year is just, you just want to get it done, and you're just kind of not doing much. You're just setting the path for college. But I think that's a mistake most people make. Live, have fun with it. You only get to do this once.
It's an interesting way to look at it. And what would you tell a freshman who's just getting into his high school career or their high school career? Let's start that over. I said his. So what are some things that you tell a freshman getting into their high school career to kind of uplift them and help them?
I guess don't look for the future. Just live in the present and have fun, because there's not much. You only get to do this once.
It's a good way to look at it. All right. Well, thank you for watching this story, and on to the next one.
Alrighty, for our next interview, we got Emma here, and she's going to be talking about some of the cheer dates that are coming up. Real quick, there's clinics coming up. Is that correct?
Yes, we're going to start clinics. They're going to be starting on Tuesdays, and they're going to be in the band hall. They're going to be practicing motions and jumps, or anything you just need help on to get you ready for tryouts.
All right, and is that for the kids that are already in high school, already in cheer, or can the upcoming freshmen that aspire to join cheer do that as well?
The upcoming freshmen can do it as well. They can come over and practice upcoming ninth graders to incoming seniors.
That's great. And this is all getting you ready for tryouts. What's the tryout process like?
So this year it's a little different. Usually in the past it's you've done your cheer and your jumps and tumbling by yourself, and then you do your dance and your chant with your group. But this year you're going to do your cheer, your chant, and your dance with your group, and the only thing you do by yourself is your tumbling and jumps, because on a Friday night those are the only two things you do by yourself.
Yeah. And while we were backstage and just talking about questions, you mentioned a retreat that the cheerleaders are going on. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, usually we have like an end of the year banquet, and we do like awards, and the seniors get their cheer cords. But this year we're gonna be going to a retreat, and then we're gonna have like a little cookout thing one of the evenings, and like your parents can come and everyone can come, and just like celebrate like the end of this cheer season.
That's great. And just to end things off, you are a senior. You're a cheer captain. Is there anything that you would like to tell the upcoming captain that's to be, or any of the upcoming freshmen coming into cheer?
It's really fun. I would really suggest it. Honestly, cheer has been probably one of my funnest and greatest high school memories. I've made a lot of friends, people I never would have talked to before. I think it's a really great experience that if you're thinking about trying it, I think you definitely should.
Awesome. Thank you so much. On to the next interview.
Hi guys, it's Marcus, and I'm here with Sarah, and we're going to be talking about the upcoming clothing drive with Stuco. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So basically, the clothing drive is February 7th through the 18th, and you're competing against second period classes. So in your second period, you can just bring just a lot of trash bags or little bags of clothing, and each piece of clothing, when the clothing drive is over, will count as 1 point, and then the top two classes with the most points will get a pizza party by Miss Meisenheimer.
Who's in charge of that?
Student council, Laura Jenkins, the Algebra 2 teacher, she set all this up, and us as student council and officers, we just kind of are here to promote it, and hopefully it'll do really well.
Thank you, Sarah, for coming to talk to us about the clothing drive and Stuco. On to the next story.
Hey Wildcats, it's Alexis, and please excuse the new do. I know it's weird, but that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're going to talk about today is CX debate with Miss Zion. So, for those of us who don't know what CX debate is, can you give us a little bit on what it is?
Yes, CX is when you have two partners and you go to a different school and you have cases, solvencies, and resolutions, and you're performing in front of a judge, and there will also be two other debaters in there with you, and you rebuttal, and the judges score you on how well you did it and whose solvencies and resolutions were the best.
Okay. And so I am your partner.
Yes.
This Thursday. How are you feeling about that?
I'm pretty confident for it being my first year doing debate. So even if we don't do as well as we expect to do, it'll be a learning experience for me.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, guys, you heard it from the lady. Give us a shout out for our meet this Thursday, and we'll tune into the next interview. Thank you so much, Miss Zion. We'll see you soon again.
Hi everyone again. Today I'm being joined with Malachi, and today we're talking about Percussion UIL. What exactly is going on with Percussion UIL right now?
Well, it wasn't exactly just for percussion. We did do the best out of the groups that went there, but it's more of a solo and ensemble UIL contest where you'll have a certain group of individuals from the band, not just like everyone learn like an individual piece of music. We not only took the whole percussion section as a whole to play one piece of music, we also took 2 trombones and a trumpet, 2 trumpets, and they played their own piece of music too. But in percussion, we actually got a first division, which is the best you can do, which also means that we are qualified to go to state close to the end of the school year.
Nice. What kind of songs did you play?
Well, this year we played a piece called Bound for Marrakesh, which I think Marrakesh is actually a place in Africa, but the music was really cool. I actually got to play the vibraphones, where it's basically a metal marimba, and you can press on a pedal and it'll make it ring, right?
Mm.
But we also actually qualified for state my freshman year when we played Katsura, which is a really fun piece to play. You can look any of these up on YouTube, or there's a different website you can go to if you ask Mr. Curry about it, or I'll try to remember later. But we qualified for state, but then all the COVID stuff happened, so we didn't actually get to go.
Mm-hmm.
But because we qualified for state this year, that means all the freshmen and sophomores who are in percussion this year actually qualify for their letterman, so they can get it ordered and shipped in at the starting of next semester.
Very nice. So this is a big moment for you, right? What was that like?
Well, for one, feels pretty good because this year we'll actually be able to go and compete in state. But I do feel pretty proud, not just of myself, but of my section, especially of the larger amount of freshmen, even a couple of 8th graders, which we didn't take, but they're there with us. And since I'm the percussion section leader, I've tried to take a place and feel like I've done a good job of keeping our section together and do my best in making sure we're giving all we got. And obviously it's paid off.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Malachi, for this interview. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon.